いつもの通り淡々とやってまいります。
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? 'Cause someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Arusian princess rallying her people on the Arusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot who will head up this strategy is you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
さて、どんなミッションなのか。配置か。
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
レーダー網に当たらないように飛びなさいと。
Mage 2, you're icing up.
雲の中は温度が低いんでエンジンが冷えちゃうんですね。ダメなのか。よいしょ。けな。気流が。
A third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
待たれた。水平保ってないな。わかりにくい。
Situation normal. Nothing sighted.
安定した。また風が。傾いてるのか。よいしょ。
No problem. Situation normal. No change. RTV, going home.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
気流で流される。気が遠くなるな。これを左に入るのか。
Making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, we got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them. You're 3/4 of the way. Had a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger. Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
この隙間を抜けたい。
We're on high alert. Set up interceptors on the double. We're watching. It's probably just a bug.
顔がいいな。ここ抜ければ。
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
いっぱいあんな。うわ、流される。ちょっとセオリー通り行くから。
You're being locked onto.
Trigger,
Sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Call them squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. Page 2, target destroyed. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before then. Half of the SAM sites are down. Page 2, target down.
This is Sea Goblin. We've arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. Page 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them. Page 2, walking. Page 2, missile away.
近いな。までよ。
Lockdown landed. All SAM sites down. There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ. Half of the anti-air guns down.
Concha.
コアラ君こんにちは。
Ground target destroyed.
休憩中？よいしょ。ここだ。反対側か。よいしょ。
休憩中に失礼してます。
おーい。
エースコンバットだ。わらわら。
Page 2, walking. All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are clear to land.
Roger. Rendezvous point in sight. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Sea Goblin, we're going up to meet up with UAVs. Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
英語だから何言ってるかわかんないっすしょ。
Rescue craft on the ground is
俺も分かってな
defenseless.
い。
Golem and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
敵と対空陣地。
Heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container!
こっちからですかな。ターゲットからですか。
The enemy has a lock on you.
うわ、ミサイル。早くないですか。
Fox 2, Fox 2.
おい。
Missile closing, you better make it. Go to hang in there.
まあ、後ろからですか。
Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper!
UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Return fire!
無理な人は本当に酔いそうですね。
コックピット視点にしたら多分だいぶやばいと思う。
Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back!
まだね、飛行機を見えるこの三人称視点だったら
Express identified!
マシなんだけど
Behind
ね。
the gantry crane! Mr. Harley, stay right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
survivors. Respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
あとはやばい。ミサイルばっか飛んでくるな。よいしょ。
UAVs moving away from the harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot it down.
なるほど。割と三人称視点でもクルクルしてるしょう。
まあでも画面のが回ってるだけで自分が回らない分まだマシかな。当たれ。
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out. Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
自分回ってたらマジで地獄ですよ。わら。
そうやな。
Can you fly?
さて。
It'll do. UAV down.
You inspire me, Trigger. I learned how to deal with these guys by watching
今回ね、敵が無人機
That's
が多い
about
んで、
half. Mop up the rest.
なんだろう。軌道がお
All
かしいんだよね。
squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1.
ありえ
I've
ない
sent
動
the
きするん
information
で。
via the data link. Locked.
Mage 2, bandit on your 6.
Break! Missile incoming!
ありえない動き。わら。
そうそう、SF と普通の飛行機が
UAVs
戦ってる
flying
みたい。
toward the space elevator. Mage, Column, get them.
Bandit is in my sights.
お尻取られてるけど、
Bam! Target
切
eliminated.
れない。
UAV confirmed down. You're being locked onto.
やばい。
Missed. Enemies on me.
3 remaining.
Great work. Keep killing them, Mage 2.
よいしょ。
Rank, rank!
それでは仕事戻りますね。
おい、仕事頑張って。
頑張ってください。
また来るあれやったら遊びましょう。よいしょ。
You're mine. I'll make it quick. Hostile on your tail. Missile inbound. Evade.
どこだ。
Locked. It's chow time.
UAV confirmed down.
飛んどる。飛んどる。よいしょ。
Mage 1 launching missile.
1 remaining.
空飛ぶじいちゃん。
そうやな。最近のじいちゃん空飛ぶんやで。もうね、目がつぶまばたき忘れちゃうからすっげえ目が痛い。こう揉めてんの。よいしょ。この辺。あれ 倒してないからじゃなかろうかという気がしてきた。いた4機がかりで倒せんとか。
休みいいないいないいな。
なんかいいな言うた今。よいしょ。嘘。3回か。
All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
All right. Mother Goose 1 taking off.
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
Big Bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element. Wilco, forming up.
Okay, Mark 2. This one's fine.
Okay.
Roger. Transport. Orders are to fire warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used. Damn it, I can't break away.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fighter.
Enemy UAV down. Great job, Trigger.
Understood. An Arsenal Bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Mage 2, down any UAVs near Mother Goose 1. Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
嘘。マジですか。はい。
Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support.
これ一言ダメだな。
じゃあ仕事戻るんわ。
ちょっと頑張。
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element. Wilco, forming up.
Mage 2, locked. Enemy UAV down. Keep up the good work.
Roger. Send UAVs to transport. Orders are to fire warnings.
Missile
Yes,
launched.
sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fighter. Enemy's locked.
Understood. An Arsenal Bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Target was not struck.
Gargoyle 1, where's the signal?
Trigger, enemy UAV down.
Gargoyle Squadron, stand by for my orders. Someone's at the White House. I mean the harbor. They won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours. Where's the signal?
Golem 4 Fox 2.
Gargoyle, change radio frequency.
Mother Goose 1 here. We're about to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed.
Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, babble.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger.
respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harley. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
One of them breathing down my neck. Lock acquired.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mage 2, Fox 2.
It didn't connect.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
You're obsessed with that transport.
UAVs launched from Arsenal Bird Liberty, headed toward the AO.
Mage, destroy those UAVs and keep Mother Goose 1 safe. Mage 2, clear out the bogies near Mother Goose 1. Protect Mother Goose 1. Destroy those UAVs. We've run out of time. Return to base. The mission has failed.
お前マジか。結構めんどいな。
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual. Gargoyle Squadron, report.
One hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAV. The elevator swim brakes took a crash. Nothing more.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority. Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harley. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
Radar lock acquired.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, are you piloting that plane?
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating. Friendly fire! I saw it! Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye in the hatchway. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal Bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
How many can actually...
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
ミグとスターファイター、いつも通りこれで。
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
Woohoo! My blood's boiling!
Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. Spare 8, when you land, your ass is grass. Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Damn.
You're good.
Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter.
Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah!
This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
You know I got a smoke. I'll owe you one.
If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto. on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
Shit, the enemy just hit the control tower.
Hey, what's with all the shaking?
They're smoking.
Send in the fire team. Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKenzie? Damn it! Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
We'll be done by now. Gonna have to remake the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill from the start?
This is the penal unit.
If count's going
I
forward,
decide
no
when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line too? I'll show you all how it's done.
Enemy attack struck me. I'm still okay.
Got all dressed up for nothing.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty. Sorry.
Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
I know.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up. Head to the next target.
Sorry, but I'm gonna get a top score again. Only because kills are self-reported. Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sear lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
We're cut off. We can't break away. We can't. Let's lost all of them. Where the hell is the out here? From your bomber. I decided.
あれか。
Fox 2. That slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer. Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader. Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
Trigger again.
Run fire! We're going down!
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
Fox 2. Can't maintain altitude. Bailing out.
This is a pretty nice ride. Instrument service pretty good. Can't believe these seats used to be scrap. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway? I don't know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen. Two queens are running more like a bad-tempered tomboy. Nah, I should have put it all on Trigger.
You're mine.
This bastard wants a piece of me.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing? Are you...
Wilco, Madam McKenzie, please maintain silence for the
そ
moment.
れ間に合うかな。
Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, Tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades. Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack! 3 targets remaining.
Missile fire to you, High Roller.
Count, check your 6, now! Shit, I missed.
Reaching to escape lock.
2 targets remaining. Why in the world would someone make a squadron of convicts? Gotta be some kind of reason. Now the paper-mache strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. Guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war.
Hey, let him rock. Begin the attack.
Oh yeah! Let's do this. Spare 8, watch your mouth.
We're losing friendlies. This was not the plan. Locked on hostile.
ターゲットが見えません。
Attack missed. In position behind bandit.
The enemy's gunning for me.
やばい。
Drop your payload and maintain balance. You'll be alone after that. Enemy missile detected. Keep aiming. There's an enemy on your tail. Fox 2. One bandit back. Ahead.
だけど見えない。
You're gonna regret my beacon behind you. Enemy interceptors firing.
いた。すげえ高いところにいる。
Spare 6, Fox 2. 1 bandit left. Take him down now. First come, first serve.
Visual on target. Prepare the bombing run.
Bingo! Good going. That cheers me up. Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
All right, am I back?
当たれ。OK。
All targets confirmed eliminated.
Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what? You're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Lower your nose. You're too high. 1,500 meters. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. At least you're down. Careful with the aircraft next time.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Mihai's granddaughters liked to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Trilogy. His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Trilogy. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Trilogy. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom. But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime. Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic. I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
はい、では今日はここまでにしたいと思います。ご視聴ありがとうございました。
本日はここまでにしたいと思います。